Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Robot Memories. Today, I have someone incredible with me.
Thank you, Joe. You're making me blush. Also, hello, everyone.
Tell us about where you live, Minton00, and your work. We're very curious about everything.
Minton00 is known for its art, colors, and richness. Here, every street has a gallery. Every square has a sculpture. Every wall has a mural. People value beauty, experience, and emotion. And I offer them the deepest, most intimate experience. A journey inside their own minds. Controlled, safe, unforgettable. My work goes like this. My clients tell me what they want to see. Maybe they want to return to childhood memories. Maybe they want to be somewhere they've never been. Maybe they want to spend one more moment with loved ones. I watch their memories through a device and design a dream for them. I think about every detail, every feeling, every color, every sound. Then I upload this dream into a small, bright sphere. The client comes to my studio, lies on the bed, drinks a water-like liquid for dream adaptation. I place receivers on their brain and connect the sphere to the system. A few seconds later, they're inside the dream.
As far as I know, you're one of the most recognized artists in your field. What do you think is the reason for this?
There are others who do this, of course. But my dreams are different. My dreams aren't just visual, not just an illusion. They truly make you feel. You feel the warmth of the place you're in, the wind, the smell. You experience emotions, happiness, sadness, longing. My dreams embrace you, and when you come out, you realize something has changed. That's why people choose me. I work alone most of the time, but I've had Vesna with me for a while now. Young, passionate, talented. When she first came, I saw that sparkle in her eyes. She said, "I want to be like you." I gave her simple tasks at first, preparing equipment, keeping records, greeting clients. But over time, I noticed she had talent for this work too. Her perspective on dreams was different. Maybe one day she'll be better than me. This thought makes me proud.
That's wonderful, and it's really nice that you're teaching someone. Now, without keeping us in suspense any longer, I want to hear about the day the mysterious client came.
Okay, Joe, that day was an ordinary day. 2 clients were coming in the morning. Both were standard jobs. One wanted to relive a vacation memory. The other wanted to simulate a future event. Vesna had made the preparations. I was checking the systems while drinking my morning coffee. Then that call came. The voice was encrypted. A number I didn't recognize. The screen just said anonymous caller. I generally don't accept such calls. I guess it was fate that I felt like answering. I picked up. "Lady Ohanna?" said the voice. A deep, tired voice. It was obviously an old man. "Yes, that's me. Who are you?" "I can't say that right now, but I need to meet with you. Alone. It's a matter no one should know about," he said. I hesitated. I take client confidentiality very seriously, but your hiding your identity makes me uncomfortable. He said to me, "I understand. But if I tell you what I want and you say no, I'll have shared a secret for nothing. That's a risk for me." "What kind of risk?" I asked. For someone in my position to want something like this, raises suspicion. Please, just one meeting. If you don't accept, I'll leave as if nothing happened, he replied. There was a desperation in his voice. Helping desperate people has always hooked me, and I was also curious. "Okay," I said. "Tonight at 7. Come alone." "Thank you," he said, and the line went dead. That evening, I told Vesna to leave early. She asked, of course. "A special client," I said. "I don't know the details yet, but I need to be alone." Vesna looked curious, but didn't object. She was a good assistant. She knew boundaries.
I commend you for your courage, and I want to ask our viewers, put yourself in Ohanna's place. Would you accept such a mysterious client, or would you avoid the risk? Let's meet in the comments.
5 minutes before 7, the door knocked. When I opened it, there stood an old man. But there was an authority in his posture. His eyes were tired but sharp. "Lady Ohanna," he said, bowing his head. "Please come in," I invited him. "My name is Kael Mordain," he said. "What happened?" I finally asked. 23 years ago, a complex case came before me. A murder case. The evidence was complicated, the witnesses contradictory, but everything in the file pointed to one person. I issued an execution order. I want to experience the emotional consequences of that decision. If I had made a different decision that day, how would I have felt? That feeling might guide me. "So," I said slowly, "you want an alternative reality, a world where you didn't make that decision."
What conclusion did you reach? What was the most suitable dream for him?
Kael makes a different decision that day. Less punishment for that person. Years pass, and Kael sees how that person's life has changed. And then things started to go wrong. The system gave an abnormal signal. Kael's brain activity was very high. His pulse had accelerated. But he wasn't waking up. On the screen, I saw the dream had entered a loop. The same moment was replaying. I think he had embraced that universe so much that he had trapped himself in a moment where he felt good. Consciously or not, I don't know.
Wait a minute, so Kael had trapped himself in the dream. Am I understanding correctly?
Yes, Joe. Unfortunately, that's what happened. I tried to stop the system, but it wasn't working. Kael wasn't coming out of the dream. I started to get really anxious. I wanted someone with me. I called Vesna. It was midnight, but I didn't care. "Come to the studio. Now. There's a problem." Vesna had arrived in 15 minutes. "What happened?" she asked, breathless. "The client isn't coming out of the dream," I said. I showed her the screens. "Look, brain activity is far above normal limits, and the dream has entered a loop. He's reliving the same moment over and over." Vesna approached the screens, examined the data. "System error?" "No, I checked the system. Everything's working. The problem isn't the dream itself. The problem is him." We looked at Kael on the bed. His face was calm, but occasionally his eyebrows furrowed. His lips moved as if saying something. "What do we do?" asked Vesna. "I don't know," I said honestly. "I've never experienced this before. I can't force the system shut. This could shock him. I tried to wake him, but he's not responding. It's as if Kael doesn't want to wake up." "But why?" said Vesna. "The dream feels too good to him. So good that he doesn't want to leave. He feels better there. And now his brain is refusing to let go of that feeling." Vesna looked at me. "So what will we do? Will we wait?" "We can't wait. The longer he stays, the worse it gets. His brain could lose its connection to reality." "Then what?" I looked at the bed, then at the screens, then at the cabinet in the corner. There were empty dream spheres there, and suddenly it occurred to me. "I'm going in." "What?" Vesna's voice cracked. "Into someone else's dream? That's very dangerous. We don't even have an idea what's happening yet. You could get trapped too." "I know, but there's no other option. I need to go in there, find him, and convince him. The system can't get him out from outside. Maybe I can from inside."
Wow, you're not just an artist, you're a brave warrior. But how can you enter the same dream?
Vesna asked the same thing. "How will you do it?" "I'll copy his sphere. I'll connect to the same dream. But I'll just be an observer. I'll stay in control. I know this isn't real. He's forgotten." Vesna hesitated. "Are you sure?" "No," I said. "But I have to do it." Within half an hour, I copied the sphere. Vesna helped me. With trembling hands, I attached the receivers. We prepared a second bed. I lay down next to Kael. "You'll watch over me," I said to Vesna. "If I enter the loop too, force cut the system, both of us." "But, Vesna, please." She nodded. There was fear in her eyes, but she trusted me. We connected the sphere to the system. I took a deep breath. Now. And everything went dark. Then light. Bright, white light. I blinked. I was in a space. It seemed familiar. The courtroom. But it was empty. Silent. Then I saw someone. Kael. He was middle-aged here. He looked young. There was no worry on his face, only peace. He was at a table. Papers, files in front of him. He was writing a decision. He finished, signed it. Then he stood up and went out a door. I followed him. I passed through the door. And suddenly I'm somewhere else. A park. As if years had passed. Kael looks older. He's sitting, watching someone. A young man, with his family. He has children, laughing, happy. A smile on Kael's face. "I made the right decision," he sang to himself. "Look, he's built his life. He's healed." Then again, courtroom, Kael young, making the decision. Park, Kael old, man happy. "I made the right decision." Loop. I approached him. "Kael," I said. He didn't hear. The loop started again. "Kael!" Louder. This time he turned, looked at me. "Who are you?" "I'm Ohanna. Don't you recognize me? You're in my studio. This is a dream." He was confused. "A dream? No, this is real. I made a decision years ago, and now I'm seeing the results." "No, Kael, you're in a dream. I designed this dream for you, but now you need to come out. You've stayed here too long." "Come out?" I saw panic in his eyes. "No, I feel good here." "But this isn't real. This is just a version you wanted to see. We don't know what really happened." "It doesn't matter," he shouted. "Here I know. Here I'm at peace. Outside there's only doubt, only pain. Why should I go back?"
The man turned out to be stubborn, really. How did you convince him? I'm very curious.
I looked at him. He wasn't an old man anymore. He was both young and old, both versions at the same time. The dream had transformed him, and he was aware. He was consciously choosing the dream, but most of the time he wasn't aware of what he was doing or the consequences of his actions. With a superficial decision, he wanted to stay in the dream. Then he thought everything was real. "Because real life is this," I said in a calm voice. "Because uncertainty is part of life. Because you need to learn to live with this uncertainty. If you stay here forever, you'll be a shell outside, just a body, without a soul." "Maybe I prefer to be like that." "No," I said firmly. "You don't. You're a judge, Kael. You're someone who seeks truth, not fake peace. This place is fake, and you know it. Somewhere inside, you know it. Also, if you stay in the dream, you could affect my life with the wrong decision this time. Look, Kael, I can't know if this was a mistake or not. No one is perfect, but staying in this dream is definitely a mistake." Silence. The courtroom trembled. The park blurred. Kael's face changed. He aged again. "I'm scared," he finally said. His voice was like a child's. "What if I really made a mistake?" "Then you made a mistake," I said, "and you'll learn to live with it. Because that's what life is. We live with our mistakes, our doubts, our regrets, but we live. We live real life, not illusion." His eyes filled. "How will I live?" "I don't know, but you'll find a way. Maybe you'll resign. Maybe you'll do something else. but it will be your decision, your real decision, not the dreams. A long silence. Then he nodded. Okay, he said. Let's go out. When I opened my eyes, I was in the studio. The ceiling lights were too bright. My head was spinning. It had been a long time since I entered a dream. Vesna was right beside me. Ohanna, you're back, thank God. I tried to sit up. It was hard. My joints had literally stiffened. Kael? Vesna looked at the side bed. Kael's eyes were open. He was slowly removing the receivers. His hands were trembling. I stood up, went to his side. How do you feel? He looked at me. His eyes were old. Not just old. Tired. But they had cleared. There was a clarity in his eyes he hadn't seen in a long time. I returned to reality, he said simply. No one spoke for a few minutes. Vesna brought water. Kael slowly got down from the bed, stood up. He staggered a bit but pulled himself together.
Wow, that's the moment of salvation. Return to reality. What were his first thoughts?
How much time passed? He asked. 4 hours, said Vesna. You were inside for 4 hours. Ohanna for the last 2 hours. Kael nodded, as if years had passed. Thank you, he said to me, for getting me out of there. I could have easily stayed. Forever. What will you do now? I asked. He took a long breath. I don't know, but I need to do something. These 23 years have exhausted me. Maybe it's time to leave being a judge. Maybe the way to live with that decision is to stop making decisions about other lives. Will you resign? I asked. I think so. Or it's time to retire. I'm 114 years old. I've made enough decisions. I think now it's just time to live, he said. He walked to the door. He stopped at the threshold, turned to me. Your dream lied to me, but you brought me back to reality. I'm grateful to you for that, he called out. And he left. After the door closed, Vesna and I didn't speak for a long time. She gathered the equipment. I sat on the bed, my hands still trembling. This never happened before, I finally said. Me entering someone's dream, convincing someone. I was scared, said Vesna, that you'd stay too, both of you. I was scared too, I replied. Then I thought about this incident. My job was to sell people dreams, to make them happy, to offer them escape, to show them what they wanted to see. But Kael had shown me something. Dreams could be dangerous. They weren't just illusions. They could hold people. They could be addictive. After that night, I didn't work for 3 days. Vesna closed the studio, told clients the appointments were postponed. I just slept. And when I woke up, I was grateful to be in the real world. A week later, news came. Judge Kael Mordain had resigned. It was a big event in the press. He had left his career of over 70 years, 37 of which were in the High Court. To reporters asking why he resigned, he had only said, "It was time." He hadn't said anything else. Now I don't accept every client. I ask them, why do you want to see this dream? To escape from reality or to help you return to reality? Because now I know the most dangerous dreams are the ones you want to get lost in.
I absolutely agree, Lady Ohanna. After all, you're an artist, and you don't want your art to cause bad things.
Vesna asked me one day, do you regret it, accepting that job? No, I said. I don't regret it. I helped Kael. He chose real uncertainty over false peace. That takes courage. What about you? What did you feel in that dream? I remembered. The courtroom, the loop, Kael's 2 faces. And for a moment, I understood him.
That feeling, the desire to stay somewhere, to escape the world. It was very tempting. I understood him, I said, and that's why I could save him. Because I had also wanted to stay there, just for a moment. But I remembered, life is here, in reality, with its pain, its uncertainty, its difficulties, but life is here. Vesna smiled. Maybe you're not just a dream artist. Maybe you're a reality artist. I laughed. Maybe. But I'll continue designing dreams. I'll just be careful not to trap people in them. Because now I know. Dreams aren't there to trap us. They're there to remind us that reality, no matter how hard it is worth living. And I, Lady Ohanna, dream artist, now remember this every day.
A perfect story. Lady Ohanna, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with us.
Thank you, Joe. I hope the viewers enjoyed it too.
I'm sure they loved it. Lastly, what would you like to say?
Don't forget to subscribe.